Hello there, freedom loving patriots throughout America. It is New Year's Eve 2018. Now, if I got to give you the rest of the date, there's got to be something wrong with you. We are in, I guess it would be the 10th day of what they call the government shutdown, where they call non essential workers or furloughed or not being paid until the shutdown is over. And I wonder why, if they're non essential, what are they doing there to begin with? But anyway, ask yourselves this. Other than not being able to get a gift at a National Park souvenir shop or something like that, how has the government shutdown negatively affected you? It has not affected me negatively at all. In fact, I really don't care. I say keep it shut down as long as we don't get our constitutionally mandated border security. Yes, look in your constitution where every state is guaranteed a Republican form of government free from invasion. And is our federal government doing that? No. They are not heeding to one of their powers. And why are they allowing sanctuary cities when in 1808 all powers of immigration fall now to the federal government from the states? I don't understand that either. Well, anyway, just remember, the Democrat Party is not an American party anymore. It can give a rat's ass about an American citizen's rights or their safety. Because look at what they want to do in 2019. They want to subpoena the Cornyn, fucking Trump shit. They want to subpoena everything. They want to investigate, rather. I'm sorry. Yeah, they'll investigate the Cornyn and shit, too. But they want to investigate the two child deaths that were in, I guess, Border Patrol's custody, ISIS custody. Because a diseased child from a third world nation has never gotten sick and died before. But they refuse to investigate the Americans that are murdered by illegals. So go figure. See, that's what I mean. They don't give a fuck if you're an American citizen. An immigrant, a legal alien can kill you, even though he's been deported 5 times. He's been told to stay the fuck out of the country. He's been arrested, and they will give him quarter under any circumstances. Now, why is that not treason of some sort? I don't know. But just remember, when it comes time to vote, or you want to vote a party that at least partially takes care of its citizens. I mean, I'm not giving the Republicans a pass. Paul Ryan was a sorry-ass piece of shit. We could have Obamacare repealed, and we could have this border wall. Mitch McConnell, Paul Ryan, establishment ilk, got to be primaried the fuck out, and real conservative, libertarian, liberty-loving politicians got to be put in their place. If you go with the Democrats, we're going to end up with a socialist nation that we're never going to get out from under. And everything you hold dear, every freedom you thought you had, every liberty you enjoy, are going to be under scrutiny and going to be taken away. Or at least the threat of it being taken away. So, that's another thing that just drives me up a wall. And we have to consider 2020's coming up, and we're going to have to see. And another thing that really bothers me is the Fed has risen the percentage, 0.25% on our interest rate every quarter since Trump's been elected. 10 years prior, they raised it once, and I think it was sometime towards the end of Obama's regime, or his presidency, his administration. And they say, Chairman Powell says that for the foreseeable future, he sees a raise coming often. So basically what they're telling you is they want to just keep raising the interest rate until the economy falters. They kept it at 0 for Bush. They practically kept it for zero for Obama. They were going to turn it into a negative interest rate for Obama, where you actually had to pay money to use the banking system. And in this day and age, it's kind of hard not to use the banking system. So they were going to actually charge people to use the banks. But that never happened. It stayed at zero. Now, Trump is doing such a good job that the economy has been withstanding these 0.25% quarterly onslaughts. But at some point, you're going to see a downturn if they keep doing it. That's why it is important for Trump to dismiss Powell, the current Fed chair, and get in a Fed chair that is more patriotic leaning towards us, that won't try to destroy our economy. Yes, I believe the interest rate needs to go up, but it does not need to blow our economy out. You know, if they never raised the interest rate, you know how our rate of growth would be right now? It'd probably be over 10%. That's in my opinion. I don't know. Because it's up to what, 2.5% now? Even if you took off 0.5% or 1%, left it at 1%, we'd still have an economy growing at, I would think, over 5%. But that is what they're going to do. Here's what's going to happen. The Fed blows out our economy. We go into a recession or a depression. Leftists and morons blame Trump. And we know it's the Fed doing it. We know it's people outside of the administration. Remember, the Federal Reserve is a private bank. And why are private banks owned by foreign entities in charge of our monetary system? I have no fucking idea. Thanks, Woodrow Wilson. Thanks a fucking million, cocksucker. Big fuck you for 100 years. But Trump has a chance. Now, they're saying all kinds of bullshit. He's got no power to do anything with the Fed. No, in the Fed's charter, with cause, Trump can get rid of him. And I think destroying our economy is a very good reason. That is definitely cause to get rid of him. And also audit the Fed. You say you can't audit the Fed. Hell, you're operating under an American jurisdiction. You have to obey the rights and the laws of the jurisdiction. I didn't see any member, any of the three branches of the government giving the Fed unlimited power. I mean, charter made the Fed. Charter can remove the Fed, I would think. I'm not 100% sure. Unfortunately, I'm a little ignorant on certain things with the Fed. But Trump has definitely got to do something before they tank our economy. And then all fingers point at Trump. And then we get some leftist jerk-off in here that's going to really fucking put the screws to us. Just remember, people, this wealth that they are stealing from us and giving away as foreign aid, diminishing. Now, every time, that's right, another thing is every time they raise the rate, the Fed raises the interest rate, we lose a nice chunk of wealth because it has to disappear as interest, I would take it. They said it's something like over $1 trillion that the Fed is just like ripped out of our hands by raising this interest rate. Anyway, this is our wealth. This is our liberty. The government strips it from us, gives it to foreign governments, and in turn, the foreign governments send their unemployable people to break into our country, but still, we hand them millions and billions of dollars. I'm sick of that. I am sick of feeding these people that are fucking us over. Sorry, I have a little situation there. That's just the bottom line. We got to take a serious look at what our future is going to be. What do we want for our future? Do we want at least the liberty that we were granted during the Revolutionary War? That's our birthright. We are being stripped of our very birthright. We have to give serious thought to what we're willing to live with. And I'm tired of living with being taken for oxen or a mule and just to be beaten down and stripped of all my dignity, liberty, and rights, and wealth. And if you are too, we got to show it. I still think a march on Washington is the way to go before the next election. And we're going to have fun in 2019 with the moron squad running Congress. It's going to be fun. All right, I've said enough. This may be the last yakety yak I do of the year. So I'll see everybody in 2019 when the real fireworks start. Everybody have a happy new year. That's if you're a patriot. If you're a leftist, fall down a fucking manhole cover and get eaten by an alligator. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good whatever when you see this. Bye-bye.